Hello guys, we'll get part 2 of what if World War II happened, started in modern day, instead of 1939. 9. We're using modern borders in modern countries, with a little altering of governments in certain countries, to make it more interesting. Even have parallel to World War II. Germany starts to invade the lowland countries. The lowland countries are caught off surprise here. Luxembourg is invaded and defeated. And Netherlands is invaded. France is invaded and may have to exile the government to French Guiana or New Caledonia. The French government surrenders, alongside with the Netherlands and Belgium as well. Germany creates a puppet state in southern France. Italy gets some part of the land and Germany gets the rest. Italy takes over the island, the northern island, which I think it's Corsica. But yeah, they take over that island as well. Tunisia joins the side of the Axis powers. Now the African front continues. Germany and Italy goes to help Algeria and Tunisia on the battle against Morocco. And also helps on the front again. Also helps on the front of Chad. Chad's northern half is being invaded very, very quickly. Egypt is being invaded very, very quickly, as well by Libya with the help of Germany. Meanwhile, Iraq is being invaded, led by the Allied powers. As well, this causes Kuwait to join the war as well. Meanwhile, Palestine is invaded. Germany and many of the Muslim-speaking countries are upset at the country of Israel, obviously, for what they did to Palestine and what it did to Gaza years earlier. Israel takes over all of the land, basically getting rid of any sort of home for people of that area. The invasion of Iraq continues. Iranian troops outstate are not really aided in the invasion of Pakistan, which goes slower than expected because Afghanistan is not a very strong country. German troops start to invade Afghanistan. Despite Afghanistan's terrain, Pakistan's army is actually quite strong, and they The army is trained to handle the Himalayas, so as well. Also, Pakistan has help from China as well. Meanwhile, Japan starts to invade parts of China. They actually captured the area where Shanghai is, which is China's most populated city as well. They also start to capture some areas in China down here, but it isn't very much. With the help of the Philippines and India, yeah. However, China's gained help of Australia and New Zealand in this battle. The Central African Republic joins on the side of the Axis. It says, as Cameroon is losing the battles against Nigeria, as Nigeria has superior manpower advantage against Cameroon. However, the Central African Republic doesn't really help all too much. As well, which causes another country to join the war to get on the manpower side. They get the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Burundi to join the war on the side of the Axis powers. Meanwhile, South Africa and Mozambique join the power side of the Allies alongside Lesotho and Eswatini. German troops and German officers are helping against this battle in Africa. They don't want to lose the battle. They don't want to lose Africa, as Africa is a very populated continent in the modern day. Italy invades Greece with the help of Turkey. Turkey joins the Axis powers alongside of Bulgaria as well. Meanwhile, Russia invades Moldova, which is very, very quick. The Russian invaded and Moldova surrenders very quickly within a couple of days. Now Russia owns all Moldova. Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia, and Romania, and Albania, and Macedonia, and basically almost all of the Balkan countries join on the side against the Turks, because they don't want to be colonized by the Turks. Bulgaria starts to invade Romania and cuts them off from the coastline as well. Hungarian troops start to invade Croatia, and they start to invade Slovenia as well here, defeating Slovenia very quickly with the help of Italy. German troops start to invade this way. Meanwhile, Turkish and Italian troops start to invade the coast here. The Balkan countries are kind of screwed at this moment. The British and Saudis and Chinese do try to help their allies, but these countries are basically mowed over very quickly. Russia does not intervene, as they don't want to risk a war against Germany and the Axis powers at this current moment as well. At the very end, the Balkans are basically up to a few freedom fighters. In a couple more months, the Balkans surrender and are divided up. Romania and Serbia's government are changed. Yugoslavia is reformed in some capacity, because Germany and Italy do not want to control this land. So Yugoslavia is formed as a puppet state, alongside Romania as well. Meanwhile, the Italians and Turks divide the rest here alongside Bulgaria, which will take over Macedonia, and Italy will take over Albania and Greece, and the Turks will take over this area here, ending the Third Balkan War. Turkey also invades all of Cyprus. With Turkey's involvement, it causes several more Middle Eastern countries to panic and join the war. As well as well as Armenia and Georgia. Armenia and Georgia actually request Russia for protection against Turkey. As they know the West can't really protect them, alongside Turkmenistan joins the Turkish alliance. Mongolia joins with China on the Allies on the war against Japan, alongside Bangladesh. The war in this part of India continues. Here, the battle for this part of India continues as China and Chinese troops continue to invade this area. With the help of Bangladesh, they do encircle these troops in India, which India suffers a major loss. Meanwhile, Vietnam is doing exceptionally well against the country of Laos. Laos is a very weak country, so they are being defeated relatively quickly. In the southern portion of Laos, and Laos surrenders. It is now controlled by China. The invasion of Cambodia begins. Well, Cambodia is defeated relatively quickly by Vietnamese troops as well, and surrenders. Meanwhile, the Chinese make small advances in Vietnam, but it's basically becoming a stalemate at this point. Germany gets Spain to join the war to fight off against Morocco. Morocco was very caught off guard at this. And also Mauritania joins the war as well to get Western Sahara back. Spain wants Gibraltar so they end the little colonies in Africa back that they have. Because if you do not know, Spain has a few small bits of Africa here. So the invasion of Morocco begins. Spain and Algeria wants multiple invasions into Morocco. Germany isn't really helping with this one because they know Spain and Algeria can just handle it. Mauritania starts to invade a lot of the Western Sahara very quickly as well, and this looks like the end for Morocco. The African front is still very chaotic with the surrender of Togo to the Axis powers. Meanwhile, the battle against Burkina Faso continues, where Burkina Faso is being defeated by the Ivory Coast, which causes Algeria and Germany and Italy to send Algeria and Italy, as Germany is preparing for a much more dangerous offensive, alongside the help of Turkey. Here, Italian and Algerian troops arrive, and they halt the Allied advances. The first country in the Americas joins the war, and it's the country of Panama. They join on the side of the Allies as well. Same thing with the country of Argentina. They join on the side of the Allies. Argentina and Panama start sending troops towards the African front. Meanwhile, Zambia starts a war on the front against the DR of Congo. Where the DR of Congo was actually making this battle kind of even, which means they were able to push back the army of Nigeria back to basically the border mostly, and even started to invade parts of Chad as well. Yeah. But the battle now is starting to extend towards the southern area. With the southern part of the DR Congo practically undefended, the DR Congo's panhandle is basically invaded relatively quickly by South Africa and Zambia and all these countries here. They have been sending troops to assist, but now they have a land border to invade as well here. So that's basically the African front right there. Meanwhile, Morocco surrenders. and Morocco will still exist, but Western Sahara will be an independent country, and Spain will control the very northern portion of Morocco, giving, Spain control over this area. Morocco will be made a puppet state of the Axis powers. Germany managed to get Czech Republic to join the war basically forcefully, so they're practically a puppet state. Now we're gonna leave this on a cliffhanger, and of course leave the big war for last. Germany. Okay, let's finish the frontline updates of Finland. Finland versus Russia. The Russian government starts to invade. Finland starts to do pretty well against Russia. They are actually shocked by how well the Finnish military is doing. Germany is threatened by the idea, besides Syria, of the Russian countries for reforming. Out of fear of German and Turkish, all countries except for Syria, agree in the Russian alliance, agree to basically reunite. The only other country that really doesn't agree to this is Turkmenistan, which means Turkmenistan will be a separate country in this war, but they agree to reunite to basically, hopefully to stand a chance against Germany. They may unreunite at the end of the war, but a couple days later, Germany invades Russia, causing Russia, Turkmenistan, and Syria to join the Allies as well. Finland joins the Axis powers as well. There's only one country that can truly turn the tide of the war, and that's the USA. They're the only country that can truly change the tide of the war, as the USA is the strongest country. But because of the last president, the USA has not joined the war yet. Then the Vladimir Putin's successor basically said the USA better do something or else. But the USA still holds a grudge against Russia over the whole Ukraine thing, which means the USA will refuse to help Russia at all and stay out of the war. However, Russia does get one of the allies to join, and that's Venezuela. They join the war after the cry for help, and Nicaragua and Sudan as well join the allies, which means the UK has to realize that on the same allies with now Russia. But this is a dire situation at this current moment, as Germany is planning to invade Russia and could totally destroy Russia as well. Meanwhile, between then, the advances in Japan continue and China continue, but Russian troops start to trickle on down here, but the Japanese troops start to invade southern China, which is a very scary prospect, as a lot of China's population is now controlled by Japan. Also, the Philippines captures this island as well here. And Thailand at a similar time joins the Axis powers as well, completely catching Myanmar off guard. Yeah. That was all the events that happened in Asia. Now, the real war begins. Also, because of Turkey, Iraq was able to push back its border as well in the war in the Middle East, and even capture Kuwait. Even capture parts of Kuwait and parts of Jordan as well. And Iran was able to capture Dubai, at least for now.